Good evening. Police believe an elderly Sydney man kidnapped in a shocking case of mistaken identity is still alive, but the clock is ticking with more evidence he's been tortured.
It's now been 4 days since Chris Bagzarian was snatched from his North Ryde home. The Premier today joining pleas for the 85-year-old to be released.
It's the new photograph too shocking to show. Grandfather Chris Bagzarian's finger severed.
Distressing to see an 85-year-old man in that condition.
This latest image circulated around Sydney's underworld just days after a video emerged of the widower bashed and bloodied. Police intensifying calls to his captors to let him go.
Please release Mr Bagzarian. Let us know where he is. We're looking to get him the assistance and the medical assistance and treatment that he requires.
The 85-year-old was abducted from his North Ryde home around 5 a.m. on Friday. 3 disguised men bundling him into the back seat of a Toyota four-wheel drive, which was later torched.
I'm 1,000,000% confident that they have the wrong person. Mr Bagzarian's family are not involved in any criminal world.
Police say Mr Bagzarian's family has not received a ransom. In most kidnapping cases, demands are made for a hostage's release, but so far there's been nothing.
All they want is their father to be returned, their grandfather to be returned.
And police don't know why he's still being held captive when his kidnappers know they have the wrong person. The Premier saying it's not too late to do the right thing.
This is a distressing situation. We want to reunite Mr Bagzarian with his family, and we're asking whoever's responsible for this to do it as an act of humanity today.
At every hour is very important. We need him returned now.
Live to Clementine Cuneo at police headquarters in Parramatta. Clem, what are police doing to try to find him?
And police are throwing every resource possible at solving this botched underworld kidnapping. They don't know where the 85-year-old is being held, so they're asking the public for help to report any strange behaviour in your neighbourhood, comings and goings at weird hours, strangers in the area, even movement at houses that are normally vacant, because even the smallest bit of information could help find Mr Bagzarian.
Let's hope there's a breakthrough soon. Clementine, thank you. Alleged Bondi Beach gunman Naveed Akram has appeared in public for the first time since the attack that claimed 15 lives.
With a new lawyer taking on the case, the 24-year-old uttered just 2 words during today's court appearance.
In prison greens, a shaved head and a cropped beard. Accused Bondi terrorist Naveed Akram expressionless as he fronted court in person for the first time, 2 months after being charged over Australia's worst ever terror attack. The 24-year-old today appeared by video link from Goulburn's Supermax prison.
Everyone knows at Supermax it's very onerous conditions.
Akram uttering just 2 words in court while a suppression order on some victims' names was extended. Did you hear what just occurred? The Deputy Chief Magistrate asked when he appeared on screen. Yep, Akram replied. Your solicitor will call you, okay? Yeah.
Has he indicated any intention on what to plead?
Look, at this stage it's early.
Akram is facing 59 charges, including 15 of murder, after allegedly opening fire on a Jewish Hanukkah celebration in Bondi Beach, alongside his father, Sajid, who was shot and killed by police. The December 14 attack allegedly inspired by Islamic State.
There's a client that needs to be represented, and we don't let our personal view get in the way of our professional obligation.
While today's hearing lasted less than 10 minutes, Naveed Akram's case could extend into next year before he enters a plea, with the brief of evidence still months away from being finalised.
All we've done is start the process. We're waiting for the brief to be served. There's nothing more I can say.
Akram will be back in court next month. Taylor Aiken, 7 News.
An arrest has been made in the search for missing 4-year-old South Australian boy Gus Lamont. A 75-year-old linked to the Lamont family property has been charged with firearms offences. Hannah Ford is live southwest of Yunta for us. Hannah, the arrest follows another police search of the property.
That's right. Josie Murray drove herself here, where she remained for about an hour before being given police bail. However, those firearms charges are not linked to the little boy's likely death. The 75-year-old was arrested. Police investigating Gus Lamont's disappearance returned to the remote homestead where he was last seen. But this search is very different to the 8 others conducted before. It's the first one since the case was declared a major crime 12 days ago. And police are now focused on finding evidence to support their criminal investigation. They already have a suspect, someone who's close to Gus, but it's not his parents. There'll be more searching tomorrow, likely at another property in the area before police return to Adelaide. Meanwhile, Josie Murray will face court on those firearms charges here in Peterborough on May 6.
OK, Hannah Ford, thank you. The consumer watchdog is taking on Coles in the federal court in what's being labelled the case of the century. The supermarket giant is accused of misleading shoppers with fake discounts, claims it denies.
The beginning of a bombshell case.
This is the case of the century.
As the ACCC drags Coles into the federal court, accusing the supermarket giant of ripping off its customers with fake discounts.
It affects everyday shoppers battling the cost of living crisis.
240 common household items, including Arnott's shapes and Band-Aids, will be used as evidence. The ACCC claims there's a pattern of Coles selling popular products at a regular price before increasing the cost temporarily and then slashing it as part of its discount campaign. The court heard Coles priced Nature's Gift dog food at $4 for 9 months before jacking up the cost to $6 for a week and then dropping it to $4.50 on sale. Counsel for the ACCC told the court the statement was literally true. The dog food was $6, but it was also utterly misleading. You're not lowering the cost of living. You're not driving prices down.
86% of people are concerned about the cost of groceries. Specials and promotions have a real pull and influence on how we make decisions at the supermarket.
Coles is denying the allegations. Court documents reveal the retailer will argue price hikes are the result of rising costs related to suppliers, packaging, freight and global markets.
The potential fines will be in the hundreds of millions if the case is proved.
It could also open the door for customers to claim cash back. The watchdog is mounting a similar case against Woolworths. Christy Mayer, 7 News.
7 News has seen a draft of the Coalition's secret immigration master plan that was supposed to be revealed by Susan Lee.
Featuring a cap on migration and a blacklist of countries in the grip of extremism, it's overshadowing Angus Taylor's own policy pitches.
Well, thanks, Thatchin. The new leader, under the watch of the old leader, signals he has ideas.
Our borders have been open to people who hate our way of life.
Angus Taylor speaking as 7 News learns details of a coalition migration policy previous leader Susan Lee had planned to release today. A promise to remove 100,000 visa overstayers and others not granted refugee status. An operation to toughen visa screening. As well, visas refused or withdrawn for breaches of Australian values.
We shouldn't discriminate based on race or religion, but we should based on values.
The Lee policy also banning immigrants from Islamic extremist-controlled regions of 13 countries.
An echo of something from the America First agenda under Trump.
And extending a ban on foreign purchases of housing, tighter limits on foreign students, and a cut to net overseas migration of about 100,000 a year. Angus Taylor may well break from plans set up under the previous leader. Either way, the new leader is under pressure to make his mark with new policy.
The numbers have to be lower, there's no doubt.
One migration expert tells us promises to reduce net overseas migration are a dog whistle to supporters because governments can't control numbers departing Australia.
That is a dog whistle, and this is a particular type of dog whistle that is very common in migration policy across liberal democracies.
And late today, Susan Lee's immigration spokesman, Senator Paul Scar, said he had never backed a plan that included immigration bans from certain countries. For new leader Angus Taylor, there are big potential payoffs here, but big risks as well. It is seen as a powerful issue among many of the millions of voters who've abandoned the coalition in recent months, but equally, many businesses and the university sector do not want big new limits on migration.
Tim Lester in Canberra, thank you. There are new demands to shut down the greyhound racing industry after damning new evidence of animal cruelty. Following months of investigation by 7 News, we can now reveal a trainer is facing live baiting charges, while shocking claims have also been levelled at a top official.
This is the site where police say evidence of animal cruelty was discovered.
I think it would be in your best interest to actually turn around and get back into your car and go.
Sorry? We tracked down greyhound racing trainer Stephen Lamley at court in December.
You pled not guilty to the charges?
4 charges relating to live baiting involving a possum to be used as a lure to train a dog.
Was there live baiting involved?
The practice prompted Premier Mike Baird to shut down the industry in 2016. It was resurrected on the promise it would end. Policed by the Greyhound Welfare and Integrity Commission.
Speak to our media people.
It will not be making any comment. Some say the industry can no longer police itself.
They are resistant to change and they are incapable of reform. This is an industry that absolutely has to be shut down.
Also under commission investigation, the Greyhound Club's New South Wales president,
King of the Castle,
Shane Stiff, accused in Parliament of assaulting a greyhound at Wentworth Park.
The Commission has obtained CCTV footage of the kennel area during the race meeting.
The Greyhound Integrity Commission holding a secret disciplinary hearing into the Wentworth Park incident this week. 7 News refused permission to attend or to access the video.
The Commission has now issued charges.
Serena Andaloro, 7 News.
To developing news on our rail network now. It's been hit with widespread disruptions throughout the day that are continuing into the peak. Some commuters have been left waiting up to 40 minutes. Other services have been cancelled altogether. Live now to Sam Payne at Town Hall. Sam, what's behind the hold-up?
Yeah, and it's due to urgent signalling repairs here at Town Hall Station earlier today, creating a snowball effect and causing some trains to stop at different platforms and stop between stations for longer than normal. The result is the T8 lines running at a reduced frequency. And the T2 and T3 lines have had delays. Now, Transport New South Wales actually put out alerts to the public at midday and this afternoon, preparing them for things to come in what has resulted as a slow and confusing afternoon for many Sydney-siders on the rail network. And
a frustrating one. Sam Payne, thank you. US detectives could be close to a breakthrough in the Nancy Guthrie investigation. Tonight, the focus is on a single glove containing crucial DNA found on the roadside near the 84-year-old's home. Her celebrity daughter is now begging the kidnappers to do the right thing.
A daughter desperate for her mum.
I just wanted to come on and say that we still have hope and we still believe.
Savannah Guthrie speaking directly to the potential kidnapper.
To whoever has her or knows where she is, that it's never too late and you're not lost or alone, and it is never too late to do the right thing.
And authorities could be on the verge of finding her. Of 16 gloves recovered in their search, the FBI says one is different and appears to match gloves worn by the suspect in this surveillance footage. The key, it contains DNA. The FBI currently running that sample through its database.
I would say that this is the break that they needed, and I would be surprised if this doesn't start to go forward very quickly.
The family are deeply religious. One of her local churches,
we prayed for her,
adding to the calls for Nancy's safe return.
She is well known in our church, so we hope that she comes home safe.
As this mystery grips people around the world, for those in Tucson, it is deeply personal. The community is on edge, waiting for a breakthrough.
She's a Tucsonan. She's just
somebody special.
In Tucson, Arizona, Miley Hogan, 7 News.
Time to check today's weather now with Paul Caddick. And Paul, City turned on a fairly mild summer day.
Angela, not a bad start to the week at all. Some easterly breezes this afternoon with just a brief passing shower or two this morning and all that early grey before what turned into a partly cloudy Monday. The city getting to 27 degrees around 2 o'clock, 28 for the west just before 3:30. Apart from some scattered showers in the east, a dry and mostly sunny day for much of the state. Temperatures about average or below with some fresh winds in the north. Sydney skies staying partly cloudy into tonight, getting down to the mid-teens for many suburbs before temps tick up a bit tomorrow. The full Tuesday forecast is coming up soon.
See you then, Paul. Thank you.